Hi, folks. Most people don't realize this, but the Greek word amen, AMHN, did not exist in the Greek language until the Greeks were forced to invent it while rewriting the Hebrew scriptures. The Greeks didn't even have a word that meant the same thing as amen. It was a binding agreement. It meant so be it. It was a ritual affirmation. They had nothing like that, zero. They had no liturgical seal word. So when Jewish scribes in Alexandria translated the Hebrew Bible into Greek, they had to invent a word that didn't exist in Greek. That word was AMHN. But here's where it gets dark, because while AMHN wasn't a Greek word, its reverse already was. Greek already had a word spelled with the same letters in reverse, NHMA, NHMA, a word that means thread, cord, filament, web, the thing that binds, the component used to spin the web, right? Think about that deeply. Amen forward is the ritual seal the church trains billions of people to speak, while NHMA, NHMA, backward, is the Greek word for the thread a spider spins into a web, a net, a binding cord. It's the same kind of net used in the 153 fish story used in John 21. It's the very same story that Rome used to justify the Christian motif of the fisher of men for the soul capturing program or the soul entrapment program. None of this is coincidence. The Greeks had to invent AMHN because it didn't exist. And when they invented it, they embedded it as a reversible code. Forward, it seals you, and backwards, it binds you. That is exactly how the ancient Greek oath magic, rope magic, and word binding worked in the Greek magical papyri. And here's the part that will bother every church scholar who reads this. There is no Greek AMHN anywhere in Greek literature before the Bible. But NHMA, or NHMA, appears everywhere in Greek literature before the Bible. So what are the odds that the new Greek church word, the thing that they command you to speak at the end of every prayer, just happens to reverse perfectly into a pagan Greek magical word that means the thread that binds you? The odds are zero. This wasn't translation. This wasn't reconstruction. And the people reconstructing it weren't preserving the Hebrew meaning. They were weaponizing it. Turning a Hebrew oath seal into a Greek binding spell. Turning a ritual affirmation into a net. And they've had billions of people repeating it every day, never once noticing that the word they were given doesn't even belong to their language. But its shadow does. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. When you reverse AMHN into NHMA, you reveal exactly what the church has been doing for 2,000 years. Spinning a web, binding souls, catching fish, and calling it faith. If you want the full breakdown of how deep this distortion goes, read my book, Christ is Belial, The Fraud That Reset Time. The code is always hiding in plain sight, and this one was always hiding from the very word they trained you to end every prayer with.